Hello and welcome on my channel. I'm Oliver and today we'll talk about the X-Plane 11, the benchmark, the comparison, the FPS, the frames per seconds. Let's go! Welcome back, and today I will talk the FPS. X-Plane 11, and first of all I must say I think X-Plane 11 it's in the moment the best flight simulator ever or in the world, and I hope in the future too. And what is the motivation for my tutorial today? I have a own project. I have a Boeing 777 cockpit built by myself here, and it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and I love it to fly. And now I have three 4K televisions in 65 inches, and together with 11,520 to 2,160 pixels. It's amazing, and when I think in the future, I'm so happy. I'm so excited what happened, and yes, this is the motivation. We can make maybe we can make together a database. Anonym for supporting X-Plane, the team by Austin, Ben, Sydney, Philip, and to make X-Plane better and better, and for the future with good results in FPS and frames per second. But now let's go with the part one, or with the step one. We have to go in X-Plane in the graphics folder. We must look here. We make a test, 6 tests with X-Plane, and we need first the resolution, in this case 3840 to 2160. It's one monitor, a 4K monitor or television, and later we need this information, the visual effects, texture quality, anti-aliasing, and number of world objects and reflection detail. Here we can see it's, in this case it's high, it's maximum, here none. It's just an example in my case. This information we need later. Okay, that's the first step. The second here, you have to disable the joystick calibration. Disabled here the pedals or the joke, and it's the second step. Now we can leave the X-Plane. Okay, now and later we make, or we need this information here in this form. I know there are tools like this, but I make it a little bit more bigger and more information, and here we can see a lot of information, and we can share it together, all the community, but that's later. Now we need some more information, and X-Plane, the X-Plane folder, my X-Plane is here in the hard drive H. The X-Plane folder has in this folder outputs, and then in the replace 5 files for testing, and especially here the 747 tests. I talked with Sydney from X-Plane. This is a good test for to look what is my what is the moment my configuration in Explain, and how are the function the hardware is in function. So that's the first part. Now we need some lines here, or some codes. These are the tests 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 54. These lines, these codes we need. Now we go to the Cortana. It's the most easy way, and put CMD. And now we are here in the CMD. So, in my case, in my example, we are here in the drive C, but we need, and this is my folder, or Explain here, is in the hard drive H in my case. When you are in the C, it's okay. When no, then you must change this line, but it's no problem. You can clear this with CD point. Once again, CD point, and now you can put H double point, and we are in the drive H. Okay, what is the next step? We go in the Explain folder and put one time with the mouse left, and we copy here this line, or this, with Control and C. Important is we don't have a space here, no space altogether. We copy it with Control and C. Go to the CMD and Control and we put it here. Now we need, oops. So once again, okay. Now we need a slash, one slash more. So, and we go here in the first code line with test number 1, copy it by Control and C, and put it here in the after the slash with Control and V. And now we press the return and Explain opened by yourself, and yes, we will see us in 1 second. Welcome back, and Explain is opened by the first test, and yes, it's a flyer with 747 here in low resolution, or no resolution is 4K, but with no high texture, no objects, and yes, minimum the settings. The test is about 1.5 minutes, and each test, the next is has more resolution, more intensive textures. And after this tests, we have to look in the log text file, and we need a result. Calibrate, ignore, this is important, ignore. We don't need the calibration. Here I can close this window. It's the first test, it's fast. And with the highest result normally. And the good thing, when we make these tests, the results are a comparison. Compare. You can compare it. It's always the same tests. And now we are almost finished. Yes, explain. It's finished. So, okay, that's the first. And now we have to go to, in the explain folder, to the file log text. Open it. Here is a lot of information. And above, in the last lines, here, you can find frame tests. This is important. And here, time frames, this FPS. This result we need, FPS 43.005. Okay, we can notice this. And now we make all the other tests, all the other 5 tests, and it's not too difficult. You can make here, for example, you can copy this once again by Control and C, put it by Control and V, and now we make 2. You copy this one again. Now we need a space. Control and V, and now you press the return button once again, and test number 2 starts. Once again, and after this test, you have to look once again, once again in the logs text file. And then you have the other results. Now it's not too high, or in the next tests maybe 40 points. So, okay, all these 6 numbers we need. That's important. That's the first part. And now, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last test 54. Okay, and now we can close all the windows, and we open the input form, and now we can put our results here in this form. First, your username, it's an option. Where do you come from? I come from Germany. Then explain version. Okay, I have explain 11, the beta version, and release beta 05. My operation system is Windows. Then we go to the next. The CPU, I have Intel, and type is A7690K. Oh, what happened? Here we are. It's K. When you don't know your CPU or GPU information, you can take the CPU ID. For example, here you see that's the core, and the cores here, 6 cores. Here's the memory 32 gigabytes and so on. And later you need it for the GPU, and this is the GPU tool. Okay, the GeForce 1080 Ti Founders Edition in this case. Okay, we go back in the form. Now this CPU has 8 cores, the clock speed is 3.5 gigahertz, the memory size is 32, and the memory speed is 2400. We go to the next. This GPU manufacturer is the NVIDIA. Then we have here the GTX 1080 Ti, and the GPU VRAM is 11. Next, now we need the information from the Explain graphic, the rendering options, and we can here put our information for more information, for more support in the database. We had here visual effects high, the texture quality was maximum, anti-aliasing was none, number of world objects high, and reflection details was minimal. Our resolution, here you can select 4K, and this is another motivation, was a motivation for the future, and more higher resolutions, 2 4K monitors, televisions, or in my case 3 4K with this resolution. But we need now this one here. Okay, we go to the next page, and here once again example, we have the test fly 747 heads. Now the first answer was 33.05. It's important you take a point, no a comma, a point, yeah. And the other results, my results are this. Then test number 4, 1, 2, 3 you need it, 4, 5 and 6, or test 54 is optional, but you more information in the database, more support for Explain. Now test number 4 was 35.57, then and the last result was 34.56. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers, 6 results, and go to the submit. Now this is all, and now we can look our results here, and we have a lot of possibilities. For example, results by version, beta, then release, then the resolution, FPS 1, and so on. And we can look here our rendering options, other page here by username, user settings, the benchmark settings, and so on, versus FPS versus GPU and CPU. And here we have graphics, general, and settings by user, by rendering options. And here in the setting benchmarks, with all the lines in the rendering options, you have minimum 5 points when you have all in minimum, or maximum 28. And with your result in this case, or in our example now, I had here this time, my username, my resolution. I had 15 points from 28, and 50 points from 28 is 0.54. In this case, 0.54, and this is an order benchmark. The best benchmark is in norm is here, or by all points 1, or the lowest is here 0.18. This is an order benchmark, and I think it will help the Explain team more and more for better results for the future. Settings, yes. And now we can make a database here with all the information, OS, all the informations from your system. And this is the version number 1. And in the future I make it more higher, more intensive, and with more informations. And I think it's a good way to support it, and you can share your hardware, your settings here in this tool, and all the links I make it in the description under this video, and all the lines. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this, and you can make it great. Thank you very much, and bye bye.